We've been working, really hard this year to try and help all of our customers during the cost of living crisis. We've introduced the new Just Essentials range, which I think you played on your Vox Pops, the yellow range as it's called. That's a range across over 200 products now, right from our fruit and veg ranges all the way through our meat and grocery. And that is our value brand, and that's delivering great value for customers throughout the store. In our cafes, as you say, we're looking after our vulnerable customers and helping families in particular. We've got a £1 Kids Eat meals programme that's been running since June now. We've sold over 600,000 £1 meals, and it gives our customers a chance to have a hot meal with the kids or a cold meal for just £1. It's great value. And then through November and December, which is going to be a particularly difficult time for our customers, our over 60s can benefit from hot soup and a roll and unlimited tea and coffee for £1 throughout November and December any day. And it's just a way of giving something back at what is undoubtedly a challenge time for our customers.
And how did you arrive at deciding to do these things? Was this something that you just decided to do, or was this based on the feedback from your customers?
No, look, I mean, it's absolutely based on feedback. Everything starts with the customer, and we have an ASDA income tracker here, and that tracks just how well off or how struggling customers are. And if you look at that, our families at the moment, this month in September, they're £142 worse off than they were the same month last year. And for our 65 to 74-year-olds, that rises to £163 worse off. So the data tells you it. You can see the customer sentiment, and that's why we've decided to change our ranges and introduce promotions and events that really help customers give something back at a time of what is, a real challenge for many of our customers.
And so, how long are these offers? Is this time limited? These offers, are they only on for a certain period of time, or are they going to go on all the way through winter?
No, it's a good question. The Kids Eat for £1 is running all the way through the rest of the year and indeed into January. And our over 60s deal is throughout the whole of November and December at a crucial time when our customers probably want to come in somewhere warm. Our cafes are open and they'll be trading right throughout November and December.
And can anyone go to any ASDA store and benefit from these offers, or is it only in certain ASDA stores?
No, it's any of our ASDA stores. We have 205 cafes, so any of our cafes that have cafes, which is 205 stores. So come in there, and anybody can benefit, over 60s, and for the Kids Eat for £1. And of course, the Just Essentials range is online and in all of our 660 stores nationwide.
And why I like this scheme so much really is we are in a very tough time, and I've always said business is going to have to stand up to the plate, so as to speak. The individual is probably going to have to tighten their belt, and government's going to have to see what they can do, because without all of society coming together and bearing some of the load of this cost of living crisis, we're all going to suffer. Is that something that you as an organisation thought as well, particularly with who your customers are, people who are looking for a bargain?
Absolutely. For us, it's vitally important. We've got to attract more customers. We've got to stay competitive. We've got to help them in this very difficult time. And we've seen that with their shopping habits. They're looking for value, and I think that's exactly what we try to offer through many of these schemes and other things we're doing as well.
Duncan, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thank you for what you're doing to help your customers. And I guess I ought to declare a bit of an interest that before I became an MP, I actually worked for ASDA for 12 years. Obviously, I think you're doing far better than when I was there, to be perfectly honest. But I actually think Duncan was there at the same time I was there. He's been there a long time. So, Duncan, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Duncan, you've fared much better.
Pleasure.
You've weathered much better than Philip.
Thank you.
That is the strain of politics. Think about Liz.
Too late, Esther. You're in trouble.
I'm in right trouble now. Viewers, write in if you think I've been mean to Philip.
Every day she tells me I'm fat as well, Alice. So that wasn't just a one-off.
Do you know what?
It happens
You're
all the
really
time.
going for it now, aren't you? The sympathy vote.